I love when Lucy makes recipes that have been in her family for years. We talk about Posey all the time. We're introducing you to someone new this morning, Mae Mae.
Yes, Mae Mae is my great-grandmother, my dad's grandmother.
Yeah.
And we are making her cheese Crispies today, which is like a cheese straw, but we're going to be adding plain Rice Krispies. Not, I mentioned this recipe to somebody, and they're like, is it sweet? I'm like, no, Rice Krispies are plain, and then, when you make a Rice Krispie treat, of course, they're all sweet. So it's just going to give us a little crunchy texture in our cheese straw. It's going to be really yummy.
Okay, good. And and you can make them, and I see they're pretty easy to eat, so they'd be good for all those holiday parties.
Yeah, I like to make them small. Of course, you can make them any size, but little things are great for just having, easy to eat when you're talking and kind of enjoying company.
And Lucy, a lot of people like to give food for gifts or for a thank you or something like that. These would be pretty boxed up too.
They would be perfect with a bow around them, and they're so simple to make. Like I mentioned earlier, you have a lot of this stuff on hand. We just started out with 2 sticks of unsalted butter that was at room temp, so we whipped that up, and then we added in 1 3/4 cup of flour, and we spiced it up a little with a teaspoon of dried dill, a teaspoon of red pepper or cayenne pepper, and I had a 1/4 teaspoon of salt and 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder. And I just mixed all that up, and now you can see the dough is coming together because I added in 2 cups of sharp cheddar cheese that was shredded and 1 cup of shredded Parmesan cheese.
Okay.
So you're just going to let your mixer do the work, and as this dough kind of heats up, it's going to start sticking together. So you can see it kind of happening right now. And I already have a pan right here sprayed with some non-stick cooking spray, and I'm just going to use a little teaspoon once the dough comes together. So at this point, I just like to mix in the Rice Krispies just kind of with my hands.
Yeah.
So this is 2 cups of Rice Krispies cereal.
This is really confusing because normally I'm used to seeing
I
marshmallow.
know. It was so funny. I asked Spiro to run to the grocery store for a few of these ingredients, and I was like, I will make you Rice Krispie treats with the leftover Rice Krispies if you do this.
Her husband is along the same lines as I am. We like sweet.
So that's actually a really good idea. If you're going to make this recipe, you'll have leftover Rice Krispies, and so you could make them even kind of Christmassy. I think you've probably seen people put red and green sprinkles on top of them sometimes, so that would be really good too. So all we're just going to do is get this mixed together, and then we'll scoop them out here in a little bit.
All right. Well, Joe's going to come up in the next cooking segment. Again, you can see this recipe online. We're counting down to Christmas. We're